Black Ops 7 has been out for a while now, and honestly, it's been a pretty wild ride so far. There's been so much controversy surrounding the game with sales and the campaign, and a lot of people online have been calling this game Black Ops 6.5 instead of a full sequel. So the big question is, how is Black Ops 7 actually doing? How was the launch, and more importantly, what do I think about zombies so far? Let's get into it. So what I'm going to be talking about today is how the zombies mode feels right now, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and my thoughts on the two maps we currently have, Ashes of the Damned and Astromeorum. So going into the launch of Black Ops 7, my expectations were honestly pretty mixed. I had already played the beta, of course, like I'm sure a lot of you did, and my biggest concern was pretty simple, honestly. How similar was this game going to feel to Black Ops 6? Is it going to feel like a brand new zombies experience, or at least feel more, like that vein? Or is it going to just be Black Ops 6 with a new title or new coat of paint over it? Are the mechanics different? Or are we just going to be carrying over the same systems? And the truth is, a lot of Black Ops 6's systems did carry over, like things like augments, field upgrades, gobblegums. Most of that is back, either unchanged or with some quality of life improvements. As of recording this video, we're about to hit Season 1 Reloaded, and once that happens, all of the Black Ops 6 content will officially be in Black Ops 7. So my hope is that Season 2 and beyond focuses more on original content or things we haven't seen in a long time. Now, with all the campaign controversy, the Black Ops 6.5 accusations, and the negativity online, I was definitely worried going in. But there is one major thing that completely changed my experience with zombies this year, and that, my friends, is Cursed. Cursed is basically a challenge style zombies mode where you can activate relics or modifiers that can fundamentally change how the game actually plays. Things like perk limits, health regeneration changes, and most importantly, in my opinion, the classic point system. And I'll be completely honest with you, Cursed makes zombies 10 times more fun for me. Just having the classic point system back instantly makes the game feel better to me. It's more rewarding, more engaging, and I genuinely hope Treyarch never goes back to the trash standard point system ever again. Like the next game they make, hopefully they don't go back to it. Yes, Pack-a-Punch is more expensive in Cursed, but if you understand how the classic point system works, it's really not that much of an issue, and you can be fully Pack-a-Punch forward by round 19 if you really know what you're doing. Cursed completely changed my enjoyment of the game, and I'll say this very clearly. If Cursed was not in Black Ops 7, I really don't know if I'd feel as positive about the launch as I do right now. Like, Cursed really has changed the game for me as far as this game is concerned. Now, let's talk about Ashes of the Damned specifically, because this map, I'm going to say it right now, absolutely exceeded my expectations. Ashes of the Damned is a fantastic zombies map. The flow is great, the implementation of Tessie is super unique, and it feels genuinely different from most modern zombies maps. Honestly, I think this is the most unique modern zombies map we've had, period, so far in the modern zombies area, or modern zombies era, if that's what you want to call it. The mechanics are fresh, the boss fight is excellent, and the Easter egg is easily one of the best Easter eggs, or in my opinion at least, the best we've had in years. Going all the way back to even Black Ops 4 and 3 even. The aesthetic, the pacing, the way the map plays, it just all works for me. Ashes of the Damned is an A+ tier map, and I would realistically put it in my top 10 or top 15 zombies maps of all time. Doing the Easter egg multiple times, unlocking all the cursed relics, grinding the cursed camos, the entire launch experience with this map has been incredible. And again, I'm going to put this in here because I really do think this is important. If Cursed was not a part of this experience, if it was not in Black Ops 7, I do not think I'd be praising it as much as I am right now. Now, after that, we got Malorum, and I think this map is really solid. I don't think it's better than Ashes of the Damned, but visually, this map looks absolutely amazing. The skybox, being able to look out and see Saturn and interact with little Easter eggs, and being able to actually go out in space and look at it, it's super cool and very well done. I really like Oscar as an enemy type. It really reminds me of George Romero from Call of the Dead, forcing you to constantly move and reposition. Like, we haven't had that type of gameplay in a long time. I would say the only problem I have with him is by round 50, he starts coming after you consistently, and I don't really like that. So Treyarch, if you're listening, you should just keep it to where he's roaming around the map and he just forces you to move. That's really solid to just have him stay that way, in my opinion. The Easter egg is simpler, but it is solid, and I like that the boss fight feels much more like a traditional run and gun zombies boss fight with multiple phases, of course. If you don't know what you're doing, Caltheris can absolutely mess you up. And just gameplay wise, Astromeorum is just fun. It's the kind of map you could just jump into more casually, especially if you're trying to play Cursed. If I'm just trying to chill and play zombies and I don't want to do all the setup and things of that nature, I'm going to load up Astromeorum over Ashes. So overall, the maps in this game have been really good so far. They really have. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go into the things I don't like about Black Ops 7 Zombies so far, and things that I really think they need to fix, or else it really could affect the way this game ends up going in the long term. So with all the praise out of the way, these are the things I really don't like. These things, I really hope Treyarch fixes, because if they don't, like I said, it could hurt the game in the long term. But first, Curse not being in survival right now is a really big issue for me. I want to be able to hop into survival maps like Exit 115 and Vanduin Farm, and eventually the Mars map that we're thinking is going to be a survivor map, and still play with the classic point system and Curse modifiers. Treyarch did say in a community update that they're aiming to add this by Season 2, but I really hope they follow through with that timing, because Curse is easily, in my opinion, the best way to play zombies right now. The next thing I really want to talk about is the broken augments and field upgrades. To me, it's just a huge problem that so many of these augments are broken. For example, Healing Aura has an augment that's supposed to fully revive dead teammates, and it just does not work. On top of that, the field upgrade charger meter completely breaks if you have the 2 charge augment for any of the augments. Sometimes it says you have charges when you don't. Sometimes it says you don't when you do, and it's really incredibly frustrating, especially in the high rounds. I'm not going to go specifically into each and every single one that's broken. If you want to check that out, like Donuts or somebody like that, they'll get more into the technical side of that, but there is a lot of them broken, and they really need to fix that, or else that could really deter people from playing because of how broken it really can be. Now, the survival maps are really lacking identity. Now, like I said, I don't think that it's a bad thing that they have survival maps in this game. I really do think it's a great thing, and they should keep doing that. But all of the survival maps in this game feel so samey, and it's something that Treyarch could really easily fix. Like, when you think of the survival maps in Black Ops 2, when you go from farm, you go to diner, or not, sorry, not diner, you go from farm to town and to Bus Depot. All of them had a different style of play. So, for example, on Bus Depot, you have no perks. On town, you have a lot of the perks on there that you can survive with in Pack-a-Punch, and on farm, you don't have Pack-a-Punch. And it separates them gameplay-wise and game, you know, the style you're going to play them with, right? So if you really want to challenge, you can go to Bus Depot. If you want something that's more traditional, you know, easy to set up on, you can go on town. And here's another thing that I thought about. So something they could really do to fix the survival maps in this game, I think really easily, is why not put different wonder weapons on different survival maps? Like, for example, if, you know, let's say, for example, you've got the Necrofluid Gauntlet on, let's just say, for example, Vanduin Farm, and then on the diner map, you can put the jet gun or the Wonder Waff, and then whenever the Cosmodrome map comes out, you could put the Thunder Gun or something like that. That would be super cool, and it would incentivize people to actually go on those maps and play them because of how different they're going to feel compared to the other maps. Another thing they could change is the special rounds. Throw Hellhounds in one of them or something like that. Again, small thing that, you know, in the long run, but it changes the way the overall map feels. And then another thing that I think they should do for survival specifically is completely get rid of the Black Ops 7 Wonder Fist system and put specific perks in the map, right? Put Jug, Quick Revive, Double Tap, and Speed Coal on one, then put Quick Revive, you know, Dead Shot, Stamina up on another. And what you could do for the Wonder Fizz system is, instead of being able to just walk up to the Wonder Fizz round one and be able to buy whatever you want, they should just put the random Wonder Fizz machine in the survival maps. So that way, instead of getting guaranteed perks, you can either take the more stable route, get the perks that you know you want in the beginning, or you can take a risk in the beginning and go for those Wonder Fizz perks, and you may have a chance that you get the perk you want or not. Those small changes, in my opinion, would completely change how each map plays and massively improve replayability for the survival maps. So the last thing on my gripes that I have with the game so far is the big issue in server stability. I've tried going for round 100 on Cursed Tier 3 multiple times with a friend, and almost every every run ends the same way. Once you hit rounds 70 to 90, somewhere around there, the effects start disappearing, the power-up stops showing up, and eventually the server just dies and crashes. That is just unacceptable for high round players, and it really needs to be fixed, or it could really taint the game going forward for me. So overall, this is what I think about Black Ops 7 Zombies. If Treyarch keeps this up, I genuinely believe this could be the best zombies game since Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4. I really genuinely believe that. The maps are great, the gameplay feels good, and Cursed makes the game super, super fun. Just the classic point system alone just makes it so much better. But if they have a tomb moment like Black Ops 6 did, if glitches don't get fixed, if survival maps, keep becoming copy and paste in the future pretty much like they have been, then it's absolutely going to hurt the game. They have to fix the broken augments, stabilize the servers, keep the maps unique going forward, and get Cursed into survival for sure. Is the game perfect? No. Is it fully classic zombies? No. But it feels so much better to play, and that matters. The steps that they've made to be able to make this game feel better and feel unique from Black Ops 6 really, really is important. And right now, the game generally feels like it has potential, like I said, to sit right along those top tier zombies experiences for me. If I had to give Black Ops 7 a rating as of right now, keep in mind, I'm almost master prestige. I put in a ton of hours into the game already. I've completed the camo grind, and it's been a lot of fun. If I were to give it a rating out of 10, I'd definitely give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's been super good so far. But that rating absolutely has room to go higher or lower depending on the future seasons, the DLC quality. They have to keep up that quality going forward, bug fixes, content consistency, and of course, none of that is locked in yet. So we'll see with time how this game ages in the future. So looking ahead, obviously there's a lot of discussion right now about what the next DLC map, whether it's an Alpha Omega remake or something new entirely. There is one image saying we've seen basically the next area of where we're supposed to be going, which really looks interesting. Almost looks like you're in a hellish environment and looks more darker and red tone, sort of looks like Vanguard zombies, and that visually, that red dark ether area, it looks really cool. And if there's one positive thing I have to say about Vanguard, that is probably the only thing that's good about it to me. So if Treyarch starts moving away from the constant purple and blue hues we've seen lately and experiments more with the environments, that's a really good sign for me, because I was worried that they were just going to be all purple maps, and that's a great sign that we're definitely going to be changing visual style. So that's really good to me. But like I said, that's just my take. What do you guys think about Black Ops 7 so far, or what rating would you give it right now? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more zombies content going forward, make sure you stick around. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.